Another star on my display, calling out from far away, calling out from far away. No one's been here before me now. I'll find a way, don't matter how. Through the dark and endless night, past the points of fading light. Every world that catches my eye makes me want to touch the sky. And I know that I was made for this. Every system holds another gift. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. Shots are blank and sensors clear. All these wonders drawing near. Let them say it can't be done, while I'm chasing distant suns. In my ship I feel alive, as these cosmic waves I ride. Every scan reveals the way to places where I'll make my way. We are all explorers at heart, born to push the boundaries of art. Time to rise, time to fly, beyond what meets the eye. Beyond. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. I hear the call of distance, and I know I found my place. Oh, I found my place.
Oh, welcome in already. Another YouTube stream for me. Starting to try to stream a little more often on YouTube as opposed to Twitch. Tonight is going to be a traveling night. I've been in the bubble, participating in the community goal, you know, the combat stuff. Now I'm heading back out. I'm going to set the carrier up to jump, another jump here. And then I will depart the ship and kind of parallel the carrier. As the carrier is jumping 500 light years at a time, I'll do about 7 jumps in between and check the systems in between the carrier waypoints so that I'm not just setting on the carrier waiting 15 minutes between jumps. Take a moment to get this set up, for it to cool down. Then I'll show where I'm at and everything, and where we're going to end up at. C2613. I have the route all plotted on the Spanch fleet carrier route plotter. Next jump is 499.98 light years. Can't program it until the cooldown period's over in 30 seconds. But what I'm going to do is I will I'm heading, I'll show you on the map here in a minute, but there'll be a whole bunch of stars, much denser than where we're at currently. and I'll park the carrier and then just start working the surrounding area and probably be out there several days and see how that goes. Hopefully we'll find some stuff. I don't expect to find much of anything right now because where I'm located is probably already pretty well explored. When I say find anything, I mean find anything that's undiscovered by somebody else. And we are all set for the carrier, and we'll be jumping in about 15 minutes or so. And I'll set my route up for when I leave the carrier here. Dog's walking around the back behind me. We'll lay down. You can see this blue icons where I'm currently located. All these orange icons here is what's called the bubble if you don't play Elite Dangerous. That's where most of humanity is, even though it's expanding out. We're going to end up up here where we'll end up eventually sometime probably late tonight or tomorrow. In this region, you can see the star density is much higher, so I'll just park the carrier and there'll be a ton of things that are undiscovered out here. There are just way too many stars for everybody to have discovered everything. I just plot my my destination of my personal route to where the carrier is going. It's got a little icon there saying that the carrier is getting ready to jump there. There'll be 7 systems en route to check. Started. I'm in my Mandalay type of ship. If anybody has any questions about the game, please ask. Most people who stumble across this stream will already be familiar with it, frankly. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my joystick, but it seems to have straightened out a little bit. The yaw on it was kind of doing its own thing. But I took it apart and banged on it a little bit, and it seems to have stabilized. We'll see. My destinations are on the other side of the star, so the star is in the way, so I'm going to have to go around it.
4, 3, 2.
Might as well check the system I'm currently in first before I jump out. 29 bodies here. I suspect they're already discovered, but we'll find that out in a moment. I'm going to turn the background music up a little bit. If it gets too loud where you have trouble hearing me, let me know. It should mute while I'm talking, but there may be some considerable amount of time that I'm not talking. I tend to talk a lot, though, even if no one's talking to me. Just simply to narrate what's going on. I got in the habit of doing that because I usually stream on Twitch, but I upload copies of my live stream from Twitch here onto YouTube, and since I can't interact on the recordings with YouTube viewers, I would narrate a lot of what I'm doing. So I will typically say what I'm doing, and if you play the game, you probably heard it all before or done it numerous times. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll quickly check the system map and see who's been here. Oh, look at that. Since nothing is showing up on this map, no one's been here. Well, someone's been here, but no one's mapped the system. So now we've got our first system to map and see what's here. To do that, we'll move a little further away from the star. And switch to the right scanner and see what we got here. Before I do this, fix my windows over here a little bit. So I have a third-party tool called Elite Observatory that when I scan things, it will give me more information about what could possibly be on the planet, i.e. Certain types of biology and stuff. I don't usually like scanning large systems because very often in large systems they're just small icy bodies and stuff, and frankly oftentimes you don't find anything good there, so you spend a lot of time scanning it anyway. You don't know until you scan it and map it anyway. You have to do it to find out, but seems like most of the time there's nothing good. I typically prefer systems that are, you know, 8 to 15 to 18 or so bodies, and to work out pretty well. But you never know. I've been playing the game for several years now, and I've found just about something of every type. However, one thing I still am looking for to stumble, I've seen them, but I never discovered one in the wild, is a green gas giant. It'd be kind of a thing from my bucket list to find.
Body 1D. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable.
This planet has 4 biological signals.
Landable with atmosphere.
My third-party tool is telling me there could possibly be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of biology there. We may go check it out just to see if that tubus is there. The things pay different amounts.
Body 1C. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable.
See, this only has 2 biological signals,
Landable with atmosphere.
but it's listing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types also. So, but only 2 of the lists will be there. But whatever's there is generally from those lists, so it gives you a good idea to decide if it's worth the effort. When you first start out doing exobiology, looking for biology like I am, when you first start out, you typically go after everything just to get money. But I'm a little pickier now because I don't need money, per se, in game. I typically only go for the higher value items unless I'm just bored or haven't found anything. If I haven't found anything, I don't want to go back to the carrier empty-handed. I want to have something. Surprised though that this was so undiscovered right here. That's kind of a good sign in a way. The highest paying items on either of these things possible individually, excuse me, but one of them's worth almost 8 million credits. And since no one's been here before, if I'm the first to scan one and turn in that data, I'll get a multiplier of basically times 5, so that's 40 million credits for, not bad. Assuming that's one of the biologies that's there. If you're not familiar with this tool, the spectrum scanner.
Executing now.
The voice control stuff. You'll see things kind of light up like that, and you have to fine tune the scanner. Then select it, and it will kind of focus the attention on it and give you more information.
Body 5D. Methane atmospheric
We won't be
landable
going
with
there.
Landable with atmosphere.
Typically, methane, neon,
Methane atmospheric landable
argon with 1 or 2 biological signals is always, almost always low-paying bacteria or something called fonticula. Most of the time.
Body 5D. Methane atmospheric landable with life.
For example,
personal codex entry.
the highest paying thing on that planet I just scanned was 1.8 million. It's not worth it.
Methane atmospheric landable
Okay,
with
we're
life.
done scanning, so let's go look
May
at
host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere.
we'll check out, see if Ubis is on C. And to determine that, we actually have to map the surface. We'll go do that real quick. Then we'll do the other planet too to see if Tubus is on there. If there's no Tubus, I probably won't effort it. Because that's the highest paying item. Switch to the surface. Huh? Hope everyone's having a good day. I cut my finger. Got a replacement carburetor for my lawnmower. While I was opening the box, I stabbed myself. Tape. Hurt though. I need to bring my chat window. So I'm here, so I can see what's going on.
But I found truth in emptiness. What once was strange is crystal clear. Now every boundary seems.
I want to make sure the overlay was showing up on the screen. So, not used to streaming on YouTube and Kick, but my streaming setup is pretty much set up for Twitch. In fact, there, because all those overlays and stuff that were on the screen were for Twitch. I don't have any overlays set up for custom overlays for YouTube yet. Sometimes that view is better with more of the screen visible to you. Maybe we'll find something good. By good, I mean high paying. Has possibly bacteria, concha, one of two types of stratum, neither one that paid well, tubus, there's two types of tussock that one of them would, and only two biological signals, so there's not a good chance that the tubus is going to be on there. The bacteria is pretty much going to stay on that list, so no idea. Probably the tussock will stay, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's a tubus. The odds are much better on the Nexus 1D planet, or Moon 1D, or whatever, for biological signals, so the odds of the tubus remaining on that list is higher. We don't know till we map it. We are in range. Just two probes, but I got the super duper probe, so maybe I can do it with just one.
Surface scan by 50%.
Yep, the concha, everything dropped out. Wow, the bacteria dropped off the list. So there's concha and tussock. Alright, let's go. Go find the concha for the heck of it. I like finding concha. Doesn't pay real well, but I'm very surprised. It's very rare that the bacteria drops off the list. Bacteria is very ubiquitous. It's pretty much everywhere. Conchas like to be in canyons and in ravines. Usually you find it for terrain, but we'll see what we have here.
Orbital flight engaged.
Let's go right over there. Header. Let's go see. Curious if anyone in chat plays the game. And so what's your favorite thing to do? Mine is by far exploration and exobiology. I like to hunt pirates too, but not real good at it. The game has ranks, highest being elite in different categories. I'm elite 5 in exobiology and exploration, elite 3 in trade, but I'm not even elite yet in combat. I'm getting close. Got about 1/3 of the way through the last rank. If we can see this, this is not the type of terrain that I would really expect to see Concha in, but that's why I kind of like finding Concha, because I like to fly through the ravines. Okay, not hit the ground though. What gravity? 0.1. 2. Sometimes Concha shows up as little balls or shiny things, either in the valleys or edges around the top, but I don't see any yet.
Colors all new. Shards
Labacia
made
red, or
tethered to nothing.
not the kind of terrain I would expect to find it in. But I could be wrong. I turn night vision on and off like that, you can see, highlights. But that's definitely Concha right there. Find a place to land near here. There's some more right over there. I might be able to land a whole crap of it.
Landing gear deployed.
You only have to go 150 meters, so I might be able to park and just walk between these. And see, find a place to land.
Incoming message.
Message saying my carrier has jumped. Hey, we are down. OC.
Landing boots down ground, never the same.
My key mapping.
No need for fame. Signals crack
Into my key mapping.
horizon. Hope built to last. I hold the
Switched joysticks the other day, trying to get my Satec set up, and the E-binds got hosed.
carving a path where few would ascend. Eyes on the stars again and again. This is how
Concha labiata confirmed present. Base value 2.35 million. Minimum sample distance 150
Let's walk
meters.
over here.
First partial sample
You
collected.
can get at least one more sample here, maybe two.
I move through the silence, unbroken, bold.
Over there, on the ship. I should have paid more attention when I was coming down.
Legacies begin. Eyes on the stars. Eyes on the stars.
See, they're green or good to scan. If they're blue, then they're too close.
Minimum distance reached.
Or you've already scanned it.
You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
And if they're purple, that means you could scan them. They're a different species than what you've currently in the process of sampling. You got to get 3 samples of it.
Second partial sample
So,
collected.
for example, you've already sampled one and you come across a different species, and it'd be purple. That means you would discard your currently scanned sample you have. You discard it to sample the next one. You might want to do that if you are sampling something out of desperation that's next to nothing, you know. You know, and then you come across something of higher value. Look at that. That one's blue, but that one's green. Kind of the distance threshold. Okay, we got all 3 samples here. Good deal.
Sample collection complete.
Let's head over to the Moon 1D, and hopefully they'll find a higher paying Cubus. I may have to. I have a problem with my number 5 key on my keyboard sometimes. That's why I had it remapped to a different key. Excuse me. But seems to be working okay. If I have problems with it, I'll map it again. It takes a moment. And that makes me wonder what else has changed. It's my beautiful ship. Curious Cat. Named. Almost all my ships and everything about my gameplay in this game is cat related. You may have noticed profile picture of a cat, and my logo is a cat. I like cat. I have a bunch of cats. Go find the next planet. I'm gonna go check out these mountains real. That's where I would really expect to see the Concha, be in the valleys. And we don't really. Go ahead. D. Get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Get up in orbit and pitch over. Break orbit and pitch over. Telling me it's behind me. On the other side of the planet. Whoops. Went a little too fast. Okay. We'll work it out. This planet can, has 4 types of life on it. Could either be bacteria, Concha, some type of stratum, Cubus, or tussock. I'm hoping Cubus, because that's the highest paying thing. Tussock's nothing to sneeze at either, though. It's 4.45 million before the discovery bonus. We'll see. We'll map it and see what's here. It'd be nice if both the Cubus and Tussock were remaining here. Going around to the daylit side, in case I decide to actually go down to the surface. Professional note here. Things are much easier to find in the daylight side, generally speaking. Fair enough. There are some things, though, I like to find in the dark, like certain types of Electrocadia, because they glow in the dark. They're cool. I'll actually go down on the just the dusky side or something, and just to see them better and see the glow from them better. 4 probes. Let's try it with 2.
By 50%.
Oh, got it with 1. Okay. Well, the Tussock stayed, but we have bacteria, Concha, some type of stratum. There could be either Two types. Neither one pay real well. But the stratum and Tussock are probably co-located. Excuse me. That being the case, it's often the case, you'll find two biologists have an affinity kind of for each other. With Tussock being the easier to spot, I will go searching for it and hope the, not that, I mean the stratum's easier to spot. I'll go try to find it and hopefully the Tussock will be in the neighborhood. Liking this terrain much. See what we got.
Orbital flight engaged.
That's not too bad. And both of these types of stratum are lime or green colored, so they do it pretty well. They don't pay well though. Of the two that possibly could be here, one of them's like 2.5 million. That's
Unnecessary.
okay. 12 million with the discovery bonus. Better than nothing. I'm doing this for fun just to kill time while the carrier jumps. Speaking of, the carrier's already jumped. I could go ahead and schedule it for another jump, but I don't want to get too far ahead of me, so. A lot of times I don't find anything when I'm jumping like this, trying to keep up the carrier so I can keep up with it pretty effortlessly. And I do come across a system that has life, you know, it takes time to scan it and stuff. Let's hit this like mini stratum and just materializes when you get down about 500 feet and just appears in front of you. There it is right there, is this stratum. Go ahead and get out of the way. I don't see any yet though.
Landing gear deployed.
Was it? I went close to it. Okay. My forward thruster's gone too. He's ahead map to that. And guess that's close enough though. Where's footfall? That just means no one stepped foot on the surface of this planet before.
Stratum executed is confirmed.
That is not the same thing as the discovery
Base value
bonus.
2.45 million. Minimum
Discovery
sample
bonus
distance
means you're the first
500
person. I
meters.
sampled these after I get 3
First
samples. If I'm the
partial
first
sample
person to
collected.
turn that in from this planet, I'll get the discovery bonus. First footfall, though, just guarantees that no one's been here before to sample them, so I know I'll get a discovery bonus. Fly around and find another one of these thingies. Not too far away. 500 meters. I think that's too close. Here's the tussock. See all of it right there.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
So if I'm lucky, the next sample I'll be able to do. Hopefully there'll be tussock right next to it, and I can just get both samples out of the way. Same, you know, when I finish up the stratum. That tussock could be hard to find, but since it likes to hang around the stratum, it's easier to find the stratum. And just look in the area where the stratum is to see where the tussock's at.
Second partial sample collected.
Because some people would just get in their SRV and drive around. I typically don't do that. Excuse me, I like to fly. Depends on the planet and the terrain and stuff though, because some things are hard to
Minimum
spot from the
distance
ground.
reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from
Before I land,
previous
I'm
sample.
thinking that's tussock right there. Let's see if it is. If it is, then I can just get the last sample of stratum and then get the last sample of stratum here and the first of the that's it. Find a place to land.
Commander, incoming transmission.
Mr. Ray. What the hell? Where? My throttle's at 0 and it just decides to do that. Okay. Been doing some weird stuff, so. Now I have to figure out where everything's at again. And right there. Come on, don't be mean. You gotta be like that for.
Leave no trace, no turning back. As threats disappear, the distance knows my game. Each move I make today, no two paths quite the same.
It was just fine.
In fields of stone, I found my throne among the cosmic.
Be like that. Is there a rock there or something? Although as soon as I get out, there'll be a big ass rock right underneath the ship, keeping me from landing.
Beyond the belt, beyond belief, where danger
There should be some tussock over here.
Sample collection complete. Tussock Cerity confirmed present.
Good deal.
Base value 4.45 million. Minimum sample distance 200 meters. First partial sample collected.
Can find a batch of this stuff. I
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 200 meters from previous sample.
sometimes the rocks be trolling you though. Before I disembark, let me reply to
looking out through this window of glass. Another system I've never crossed. What's
don't want to be rude, you know.
can't explain.
The player messages me.
The stars keep pulling me in, like they know something I don't.
One more and we'll be done with this system.
Second partial sample collected.
Do you all believe your starlit face?
It's good.
What secrets do you hold that make my heart set sail? Take me beyond, take me
Minimum distance distance reached. You've traveled over 200 meters from previous sample.
The ship hums steady and true as I drift
Makes it nice that it hangs out around the kratom. Kratom's much easier.
like they
Anywhere near here.
do. You open me just solid
We'll be done here. Just a jiffy. A pretty nice looking planet. Let's go.
Sample collection
Milky Way up
complete.
there. We are done here.
Landing gear retracted.
Maybe that's why I roam, making the unknown feel like home. The stars
Frameshift drive charging.
whispering now, like old friends I've come to know.
1. Engage.
What secrets do you hold beneath your starlit
Next system en route.
Locking next star system.
Okay. Carrier's way ahead of us.
Charging.
Past M-Red Dwarf Star.
Adjusting for jump.
I like bringing my carrier out here. A lot of times I don't use the carrier, but when I'm going to be out for a long period of time working a lot of systems in one area, I like using the carrier as a base of operations. Doing it that way has the distinct advantage of a couple of advantages of having your own fleet carrier. But I can turn in my data on the carrier and get paid immediately. In this game, if you die before you turn in your data and stuff, you lose your data of something. While you may respawn and everything, you lose your data. I can turn, like when I catch up with the carrier, or eventually when I dock with the carrier, I can turn it in. Disadvantage there is the exploration data, not exobiology, but the exploration data, the data you get from mapping a planet, or discovering a system and things like that. The carrier takes 25% of that money. It's not much money though in comparison, but it takes no percentages. You get 100% of the money for exobiology or genetic sampling, which pays far, far, far better than mere exploration data. This system's already been mapped and stuff, but it doesn't mean it's okay. There is no life here, in the sense there's no planets with atmospheres that are landable. But if there had been, I'd still click on it to see if there was a first footfall and if there was any biology. You can click on the planetary information. It tells you if there's any biological signals and stuff. But there aren't, so we shall press on. As I said earlier, when I'm trying to keep up the carrier,
Shift drive.
most systems don't have life or anything worth efforting. So you're not very long in the system very long. Pretty much jump in, get more fuel or scoop from the star, and
Jumping to next system.
keep going. So you can keep up with the carrier pretty easily, but it turns out to be life or something to explore. It takes time, so you can't be in a big hurry doing this. Well, you can be, but it depends.
Analyzing now.
But in this game, this is the easiest way to make a lot of money. Like, there's no planets here, it's just a star. I'll just scoop and go on. You can see the general direction we're heading toward the galactic core there. It'll be, you know,
Frame shift drive.
when we enter that spiral arm, the stars will be way more dense. What is that? Hang on. We have here real quick. I'm gonna make sure that's not some kind of planetary nebula or something. One moment. See something bright and shiny. It. What I see there is possibly a long way. Okay, it's not that far. Possibly a long way off, though. Just wanted to see what it is. Nothing. It's big, whatever it is. So, oh, if it was a planetary nebula or something, I'd be all over that and try to go check it out. But I've never discovered a planetary nebula. A planetary nebula is usually forms around either sometimes a black hole or a neutron star. Basically a star that's gone supernova or a nova at some point and collapsed.
Engaging now.
And has a small nebula around it. You know, when you look at the map, you can see some huge nebulas, and some of them are very pretty.
Scan starting.
Planetary
Stand by.
nebulas often don't show up until you're almost right up on them. The orbital lines there, the system's already been discovered.
Fuel scooping complete.
Reason I paused when I said that is because if I say orbit lines,
Complying.
it turns them off. And that's a bad thing if you're not expecting it. Orbit lines.
All right then.
Let's see if anybody's done the work here. Lots of stuff here. Well, there's lots of bodies. But again, there's no planets with atmospheres that are landable. Nothing of interest here that I'm interested in.
Frame shift drive charging.
Leaving system. Jumping to next system.
Once I complete tonight's stream here on YouTube, I probably will stream again on Twitch. I usually try to stream on Mondays.
Fuel scooping.
People expect me. Well, I say that. I don't really know anymore.
Fuel scooping complete.
But it's a good day for a small streamer to stream on Twitch in this category because a lot of the big time people stream on the weekend and they're taking Monday off. See what we have here. One. It's got one biological, it's argon. I guarantee that's bacteria. How many bodies did it say was here though? I didn't notice. Okay, well, somebody didn't scan everything, so real quick, just ensure that something good isn't hiding here.
Body 4A. Argon atmospheric landable with
Either
life.
bacteria or fonticula.
Landable with atmosphere.
We're not going to worry about that. Are you?
Beyond the fading light, where empty space ignites your ship against the black, no turning.
See what we got here.
Paths untamed, where no
Nothing exciting.
stardust bright into the night. racing past the astral tides, where infinity resides. Will the
System
stars
scan complete.
Nothing for me. Okay.
fade? Will they speak of your flame?
Frameshift drive charging.
3 more jumps till we catch up with the carrier. Then I'll just go ahead and schedule another carrier jump and then do another 7 or so systems.
Leaving system.
2, 1.
Each pulse a new frontier as you draw near, breaking through the endless miles. When mystery becomes
Compiling data for photography.
Lines here. 29 bodies here. You don't have nearly enough of those lines though.
Fuel scooping complete.
We'll be doing some more mapping here.
deep within the spiral logs where light and darkness dance. You trod the unknown shores, leave footprints in the
Let's see.
cosmic sand.
Somebody passed through the system and they're auto scanned these something, but
Will the stars
they did not do this. Of course, some of this data could be from the older version of the game called Horizons, where simply couldn't do a lot of the things we do in this version of the game, like land on planets with atmospheres. So we got a water world.
Needs mapping criteria. High value body.
And if you're interested in exploration data, you know, then you actually go and map some of these high value bodies because they pay better than others. Just mapping them. And of course, if you're trying to make elite in exploration, you certainly want to do that because it goes off basically the monetary value of the data you've collected. Is how you make ranks in that category. I guess the same is true in exobiology also. You can't compare the two directly because exobiology pays way better, so the numbers are much larger that you have to earn to make ranks. But it's actually easy to do because exobiology, exobiology is so easy. I mean, it's just one more additional step or 2 additional steps from just regular exploration. I mean, if you're just traveling around mapping bodies and, you know, scanning the system, well, when you stumble something that has life on it, you go sample the life. Or you
Nested moon.
get exploration data and exobiological data.
Body 10 EA.
If you remember from my previous comment about scanning large systems, you know, typically oftentimes there's nothing there. Don't be behind the sun. Okay. That's why I move away from the suns, the stars, generally, because they don't obscure so much of the sky and take a chance of having something behind it and you having to relocate, reposition your ship to scan it. Almost done here.
Body 11D. Argon
You know,
atmospheric
Bacterior
landable with life.
fonticula.
Landable with atmosphere.
Not gonna worry about it.
You've gotta push beyond the past. Make this journey feel right. Fly with me.
Got one more hiding. It's a rocky ice wall.
System discovery complete. First body.
Nothing here that I'm going to worry about.
Frameshift drive charging.
But after I turn in this data, next time somebody comes through the system, everything will show up on the maps with my name. It's discovering it.
Jumping.
That's
to
another
next
good thing
system.
about the game. It's permanent. Your name on a system or something, and it sticks. You're the first person to step on a planet, you get
Gathering information.
immediately.
Photography update.
You don't even have to turn in data. It immediately counts for first footfall. We have those pesky lines again, indicating that someone's already mapped the system, or at least most of it looks like.
Fuel scooping complete.
Isn't it amazing how the orbit line, don't say that, line up with the galactic plane so nicely? Oh, you have 10 bodies here. No gas giants, so that's interesting. One landable, and it's nothing more. It is possible that certain forms of life does occur on some planets without atmospheres.
Frameshift drive charging.
Those are carryovers from the older version of the game. They couldn't land on a planet with atmosphere, so. And they didn't scan the life forms. They would go down and
Jumping to next system.
usually there's things growing on the certain rock formations and things that you could shoot. They would transmute into a different material, and then you could scoop them up and collect them and use them to upgrade your equipment, to engineer them. You still can do that. I mean, but now there are other ways to
Executing now.
collect those materials.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Okay, our carrier is in this system, because I can tell because I have no more jumps left in my route. So what we'll do is schedule the carrier's next jump, and then we'll head to that waypoint. Just remotely. What I can't do is refuel the carrier remotely. The carrier has tons and tons of fuel. I just can't transfer it from storage to the gas tank without physically being on the carrier, and that's irritating. Okay, we're in B12-2. And we're going to be going here. .500 light years. What I will do now is set my points up, my route, same location to meet up with the carrier after it jumps. I get there. My ship can't jump as far as the carrier can in a single jump. I only do about 80 light years in this ship per maximum jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
And that's okay for purposes of exploration and stuff. You know, especially when the stars get more dense. You know, an 80 light year jump, you will jump over 100 stars. But if you're trying to explore and find things, you know, and you're skipping a lot of things.
Faster than light velocity.
But from traveling from point A to point B, a big jump range is helpful. That's why I'm not real concerned about what I find right now until I reach my final destination. Then I will use the carrier as a base of operations
Analyzing.
and take little tiny jumps and check out all the stars around the surrounding area. You see the stars are already getting a little denser though.
Fuel scooping complete.
Distance between me and said stars. If anybody's been here and done the work. Once I get further out, I won't have to worry about it. You can see this has already been done. 2 stars. There's no atmosphere, no planets with atmosphere, so there won't be anything here that I'm going to be any life, most likely. If there was some other older version, or older game version of life, I'd go there just to check it out for the fun of it, but it's not.
Frame shift drive charging.
Adjusting for jump.
2, 1.
Maximum velocity engaged.
We'll see though. No telling what we'll find. Next system could be great. Could be a unicorn system. I mean, a unicorn system that has
Completing
a
system scan for cartography.
whole bunch of good stuff.
Fuel scooping.
42 bodies, man. I hate that.
Fuel scooping complete.
1 orbital thing there. Possible no one's even been here at all, but we'll see. Go ahead and get by this other little body, whatever it is. Interfere with my scanning. We have here. Yep. No one has been here. A Class G star too. Alright, well, that's busy. Oh, at least we got some high metal that might have me some good stuff here. Sometimes high metal contents is where you find higher paying, less common, not uncommon, but less common types of life.
Body 10. Wide ring.
Some type of insect flying around here. Likes my light.
Body 10A. Shepherd Moon. Body 10B. Shepherd Moon. Body 10C. Shepherd Moon. Body 10DC. Nested Moon.
There was another one up there. It's gonna take a minute. There are lots of bodies here. And I'm slow.
Body 10DA. Nested Moon.
I'm fast at this compared to I used to use my joystick to move this, to control this, and that was just horrible. Switch back to the mouse, and well, I'm not the most coordinated person. It's still far superior to trying to use my joystick to do it. I just hated taking my hands off of the controls to do other things.
Body 11B. Methane atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere. Body 11A.
All
Methane
bacteria.
atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere. Body 11C. Methane atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere.
He scans the cosmos with his steady hand, mapping out the strange and foreign land. And I wonder what it feels like to be fearless in the night, to push beyond what's
Body 9B. Ammonia atmospheric landable with life.
Hmm.
Landable with atmosphere.
Let's go there and see if that concha is there.
Body 9A. Ammonia atmospheric landable with life. May host a new
Check
personal
that out
codex
too.
entry. Landable with atmosphere. Body 9C. Carbon dioxide
We'll
atmospheric
check that
landable
out
with life.
too.
Landable
There's
with
good
atmosphere.
stuff possibly here.
Reaching for the stars. Maybe I could go that far. He's reaching for the stars. Reaching for the stars. I can never try.
You know.
Reaching for the
You like that? Oh, there's something right there. Did not want to let me tune it in.
Body 3A. Close ring proximity.
The good thing about all these gas giants is that's where all the moons are going to be to scan. So
Body 7B. Ammonia atmospheric landable with life.
dang,
Landable with atmosphere. Body
possibly
7B.
be some serious money in this.
Carbon
It's
dioxide
not Stratum
atmospheric
Tectonica, but
Landable
a lot
with
of 7
atmosphere.
or 8 million credit items here, possibly. Almost done. One left. The gas giant.
System scan complete.
Okay. B. We'll check. E. This may, well, when I get back to the carrier, this probably will be the end of this stream. Do this one for 2 hours, and then switch over to Twitch. Take a break though. This is going to take probably 30 minutes in this system now. If I do everything. If I was really picky, I wouldn't even do this planet. But if there's no Concha, I'm not going to worry about it because that's the only high-paying thing. But the other planets have a couple of high-value items possible, so more likely that we'll be doing some work there. But we'll see what's on this one.
When the engines pulse, the screen show paths untried.
Cool.
Beats with the stars ahead, as through the dark I glide. I'm racing past the borderlines into the great unknown, finding planets no one's seen, making
Throttle's at 0. I'm trying not to overshoot the. It's going to try to make me.
this endless universe I finally found my
Sometimes if you're going kind of fast, you get close and it'll pop up a thing called gravity well, and then you'll go. No matter what your throttle's at, you Can't slow down in time. Zoom you right by it. What we call a loop of shame. Or a tactical reconnaissance loop. But this could be somewhat dark. I'm hoping it's not dark.
I'm racing past the borderlines into the
Not real keen hunting for things in the dark, but that gas giant over there is just dim planet. We'll see.
space. In this endless universe, I finally found my place.
Dark.
They said the stars were too far, but I had to know what's out there. Each system holds a sign that says Picardison was
Right,
here.
artisan. Nice AI generated music there.
Countless worlds, each one with its own tale.
Yeah.
Mark where I've been, as onward still I sail.
See what we got.
I'm racing lines into the great unknown.
Surface scan on 50%.
Concha dropped off the list.
Every scan, every jump,
His paying item is the Concha at 2.48. Go to 7E and see what's trip. Nine A. Maybe. How much time this takes. I said the Cortexa and Tubus were both on. Pay 7.77 million. 40 million apiece.
Incoming message.
Are you ready? It's for us to figure out if we're going to go down or not. Right, with one probe.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Body 70
Surface scan complete.
has high biological value.
We got lucky. Tubus and Frutexa both. Now, real luck would be if I can find both of them in the same area. A little closer and... These two. closer and seeing it. Protects is probably going to be the hardest thing to find of these. And sadly, some from a distance, Frutexa and Tussock look very similar, so it's helpful if you can find a location that has the Frutexa but doesn't have Tussock, and that's not going to be the case really tonight. Like Tubus is pretty much, not exactly, but pretty much everywhere exit. So let's find a spot there and hope for the. Let's see if we can find both.
Orbital flight engaged.
If we get lucky. Not, you have to come back into orbit and come back down. Or sometimes you're just shooting yourself in the foot by trying to find both in the same area and just concentrate on one, then go after the other. So Tubus is easy to spot, though. It stands up tall and kind of like a palm tree. The
Looking at the stars through my window tonight.
miracle of Texas. Even though this area is targeting for Texas.
Got my hand on the
9G.
control. Time to leave.
Concentrate on the tube. I have no shame. I'll give up looking for the Texas. You know, it takes two.
But that's exactly why I'm
It's here. It should be very easy to spot. Like right there.
I'll be the first to break.
There's. That may be Tussock.
Landing gear deployed.
The effort that. Be way too lucky that turned out to be for Texas.
Static now. A million miles from anything like home.
Tussock Cerity
Yeah,
confirmed
I thought
present.
so.
Base value 4.45 million. Minimum sample distance 200 meters.
But I wouldn't have it any other way. The answers that we're
Just the
seeking,
ground. That's what shields are for.
that's exactly why I'm here. I'll be the first to touch.
Go get something. Tubus, we have to go 800 meters between samples. Definitely be flying for that. It looks kind of like palm trees. Easy to spot.
Not doing this for glory, not doing this for fame. Just need
Tubus
to know
Compagibus
what's
confirmed present.
waiting
Base value 7.77
Cool looking.
million. Minimum sample distance 800 meters.
Almost 8
First
times
partial
5.
sample
So
collected.
almost 40 million just for getting the 3 samples of that. Quite easy to get $1 billion in a couple of days if you put in some time doing it. We'll just simply tool across the landscape here, looking for another one that's poking up. That's more tussock.
And when others follow after, they'll know someone dared to try.
Fine. Usually you can see these things distance ways. Big patch of
scanners.
I'm sure that's it, Tuscan.
Just a blip of light in the endless dark.
It's a big patch of that, though, isn't it? You could probably just crisscross that walking and get all 3 samples. Alright, let's see if we can find us a Tubus.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
Knees. Change our location. Usually Tubus is pretty easy to find.
Commander, show us what you're gonna see. Red alert from door location. Alien structures found. Data streams incoming. New worlds all around. Your heart rate's rising, but your voice stays calm, like always does. Radiation spiking now. Life signs everywhere.
A moment here.
Thin cold air breaking through the void. You're making history. Every light year crossed is victory. Breaking through the
That's disappointing. Let's change it up a little.
Landing gear retracted.
mission control. You won't believe what I'm seeing right now. New forms of life, colors beyond our charts. First
Landing gear
contact
deployed.
achieved.
Carry over there. More.
Breaking through the void, you're making history. You're making history. Every light year crossed is victory.
And
Mystery. Commander, you showed us what we could be. Control of the countryside. Your signal's fading now, but your legacy will light the way for all of us.
Second partial sample collected.
one more to go of that. $800 meters. Let's distance before we even start looking.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
It doesn't seem to like to be out in the middle of just nothing. Down there.
Stars are vast, never last. Beyond fear, persevere, chart the way.
Just trying to see if that's the protector, if that's
Systems new,
pretty sure.
future bright. Guide me true.
I mean,
Endless sight into night.
that's the
Planets gleam, first to see, let it be. Pioneer, atmosphere, far and near.
one more tubus. Come on.
Remorse, for
Right.
still.
Other rocks trolling me.
Systems new, ancient life, future bright.
Longer than I.
Cosmic dance, take the chance, make the leap, mysteries deep, time to soar, something more.
Bacteria, though.
Stars align, cross the line, break the mold, stories told, guide me true, past systems new, ancient light, future bright, guide me true, past systems, endless sight, into night.
Gotta be down here, but we'll look down here while crossing over. Oh, bitches. How's that? This is what I like to fly in. Fine. Okay, Mr. Tubus, you can just go up right here, so it'll be real nice.
Back at where we started, never thought I'd go this far. Breaking free from what they told me, something calls from distant stars.
See, asking you shall receive.
Distant stars. Every pull
Landing gear
stronger
deployed.
than the doubt inside my mind. Every warning sign
Anywhere around here?
let me hear it last. There's no map where I'm going. No one's been this way before. There's no map
Down here.
going.
I'm not gonna worry about the Protexa. I'm gonna go to. Oh, the game crashed. Hard crash, too. Crash to desktop. Game is good. Has no flaws. Now the question is it going to put me on the ground right next to the tubus, or am I going to have to go looking for the last sample?
Every signal getting weaker, every light you're drawing me to what I need to be. There's no
Restarting the game. Sorry, guys.
no one's been.
Doesn't happen very often.
There's no map where I'm going, but I can't stay on the shore. Can't stay, won't stay. Sometimes I see Earth in my dreams, so small, so far behind. But every step into unknown space proves what we can find. There's no map where I'm going. No one's been this way before. There's no map where I'm going, but I wouldn't change my course. Never change, never stay. Another system on my screen, stars I've never seen before. Hands steady on controls as the scanner comes alive. Feel the
Wow,
ship beneath me,
that worked out well.
every jump takes me
Foot,
further
too.
out. Getting closer to who I'll be. looking back at who I
All 3 samples.
Sample collection
was. These
complete.
stars became my home.
Gonna head to the next jump and head towards the
Changes
bummed out after that crash.
set something free. Out here is where I learned to see.
Landing gear retracted.
I bet I lost my route. I'll let it replot that. Good now.
First steps in the purple.
Frameshift drive charging.
Something shifts inside my mind as readings fill my soul.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Not just about the salient ground. Who I am becoming now.
Frameshift drive charging.
Different person than before.
Class T Tari Star. Route filter is not working. That's okay. Not. It's just not a scoopable star for fuel. So. But I can make it to the carrier without scooping any fuel. Normally the route filter, I set it up to scoopable only stars while I'm traveling.
Scanner activating.
System scan complete.
2 stars here. Not a scoop star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now I understand at last why I had to make
4 jumps to the carrier.
but to map the depths within.
Course adjusted. Hyperspace velocity reached.
I was thinking about getting the Orion voice pack. William Shatner does that one.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
Fuel scooping.
I fly.
Fuel scooping complete.
Standing at the edge, you look ahead. Not a single footprint where you tread. Maps show nothing but endless dark. Just your courage.
Gas
lights
giant
the
height.
mark. When others turn away, you press on through. Every mile takes you somewhere new. The path before you stretches wide. No one else
System
has
scan
tried. Beyond the edge, Commander
Frameshift drive
Bakadesa
charging.
leads the way. Into the black where stars await another day.
And to check, it could have been a green gas giant.
4,
Leaving system.
2, 1.
Instruments going to distant shores where no one's ever been before. Each morning brings another
Compiling data for
sign
photography.
of worlds that you'll make mine.
Fuel scooping.
The voice
Fine.
inside keeps though the journey feels so long.
Fuel scooping
Your
complete.
ship becomes your only home as further out you roll. Beyond the edge.
Sometimes you get lucky. Somebody's already mapped the system, but they don't do the collecting, so you don't even have to scan the system. But in this case, there's no atmospherics. So, Nothing here.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm always amazed. I've been 60,000 light years away from, our solar system in the middle of nowhere. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I mean, thousands of stars. None of them discovered. And I'll be bebopping along, scanning stuff, and then suddenly come across a system that somebody's discovered. 400 billion stars, and like, what are the odds of coming across a star that someone's already discovered if you're off the beaten path? I mean,
As you like.
amazing. People get around, We have 37 bodies, but I don't see any lines. There they are. So I don't see any lines yet. I surely don't see 37 of them. 36, not
Yields will be complete.
including the star. Stars small in the sky and see what we got. Definitely no one's done the work. Two different people. Somebody had a better sensors than the other person. And that can happen because you can upgrade your equipment. Now let's see what we got here. We got asteroid clusters.
Left your mark across the void. Little paws on metal floors. While I learn
Smokey's
to
song.
trust.
That's a song about my cat that just recently passed away.
Now I'm flying solo through the black, but I can feel you by my side. Every course you help me navigate, every risk you help me ride. Smokey, you showed me how to be brave. When the universe felt too wide, you purr in every engine's hum. You're the reason I still fly through the nebulae and asteroid fields. I
Body
carry
6DA.
what you gave.
Nested Moon.
Smokey, you taught me how to be brave. Still reaching for the stars like you showed me how. Remember that first alien world? You jumped right off the ramp while I stood frozen at the threshold. You made that strange place feel like camp. The way you faced each new frontier, like it was just another room, made me realize fear's a choice, and courage can cut through the gloom.
Body 8D. Methane atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere. Body 8C. Methane atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere. Body 8B. Methane atmospheric landable with life. Landable with atmosphere.
Against whatever storms and rages, systems fail. You never let me lose the trail when the loneliness would hit too hard. You curl up close and stand on guard. Now every planet that I claim, I'm doing it to spread
Body
your name.
5B. Ammonia atmospheric landable with life. Landable with atmosphere.
Your spirit rides in every ship that takes this crazy cosmic trip. And when new pilots lose their way, I tell them what you'd always say. That little sound you used to make when morning came and we'd awake to find ourselves in some new place, still echoes through this endless space. You showed me how to be brave when the universe felt too wide. You buried every engine's hum. You're the reason I still fly through the nebulae and I still feels I carry what you gave. Smokey, you taught me how to be brave.
I have a couple here. I'm not sure I'm gonna effort. Or biological signals. What very common stuff. Looking at it all. We'll see if the conch is there. If the conch is not there, I won't worry about it. It pays good.
Each planet has a different face. The charts show more than just a place. They're memories I can't replace.
Wait a minute to find out. Oh yeah, that's not bad. The Aliota's there. It's 3.39 million base value. Onto 7.7. Less than. Right next to something else I was getting. Six this to a drop off. Concha be one of them that drop. That's usually what. We'll see. Not always. To find some stratum tectonica though, I need a good sulfur dioxide world. Sometimes you find it on CO2 and ammonia, but predominantly I find it on sulfur dioxide. Big ass ring on that planet. Amazing in this game how many planets have rings. Always look better than Saturn's ring. I went to Saturn, I was going to get some video of the ship flying over the rings. Well, Saturn's rings would be great, but I went there and Saturn's rings are wimpy compared to... I have to fly right by this thing. Finish up this planet, and that'll probably be it. I'll get back to the carrier and call it quits on YouTube tonight. I need to set up a thick schedule and stuff. It'll be more exciting once I get to my destination, though, or a whole lot more stars to choose. A lot more serious about what I'm doing, as opposed to here. I'm primarily concerned on traveling more than I am technology, but. Is what it is.
Push past pirates in pursuit. This mission drives me to proceed. Stars around my
Surface scan
solitary ship,
50%.
but in each system that I scan,
Surface scan.
And the concha dropped off.
light the dark. Every
Don't worry about it then.
every star shows the
Highest paying thing here is
every star holds a secret.
time for me, at least tonight, to effort.
I'll discover today.
Next system en route.
Is this the right way?
Oh, you tell me.
Asteroids
Frameshift
split,
drive
systems
Georgia.
scanned.
Carrier's the next jump. That's perfect. Check that system.
Footprints on this frozen land.
Another note is if you're traveling with the carrier
Leaving system.
doing stuff like I'm doing, be sure you check the system the carrier is in.
That's quite something.
I've had really good luck where the carrier tends to jump into systems of good stuff. But sometimes, you know, like if you're on the carrier and you're going to depart and go do things, you forget to check the system that the actual carrier is in.
Of course.
Every star shows the way.
Fuel skipping. Fuel scooping complete.
9 bodies here. Perfect.
For today,
one of the, that's in my perfect size range. Takes hardly any time to scan. Let's see. Here's my carrier. Nobody's been here at all. All mine. Don't be behind the star. And it though. Catch the edge of it? Yeah.
Every star shows the way. Every star holds a secret that I'll discover today. Every star tells a story. Every star shows the way. Every star holds a secret that I'll
Icy moons left. Unlikely to be anything
5 of 6
interesting.
premium boost
System
materials.
scan complete.
Okay. Carrier. Turn in, see what we got so far. Usually I stream for 3 hours. It hasn't been 3 hours tonight. Usually a 3-hour stream or so. I'll do average around 300, 350. I don't think I'll do quite that well tonight because I haven't found any Stratum Tectonica. And Stratum Tectonica is great because it's $95 million by itself. One night I stumbled into a system that had 5 different planets with Stratum Tectonica. 500 million credits. One system. That was pretty sweet. Got that on one of my VODs stream. Y'all notice the name of my carrier? Cat's Purr.
silence of my cockpit, tracking your path.
It was pretty nice. Overnight last night it got filled up with fuel. I just parked it next to a terminal that sold fuel and announced a buy order of 3 times the galactic average prices, and I woke up this morning and my carrier was full of fuel. I like that. Cost me $1.6 billion, but didn't have to do it myself. Somebody made a lot of money. Carrier costs about $30 million a week. Basic upkeep costs. But you can make that in half an hour in exobiology. And
Here deployed.
money's really once you start doing exobiology, you know, money's not an
Howdy,
object.
partner.
You want to get a carrier? Just go do exobiology for a month or less, depending on how many hours a day you're willing to do it. You can get, you know, 5 or 6 billion. I wouldn't get a carrier with just 5 billion. I'd make sure you have money for upkeep and adding services and stuff. But didn't take that long to get it. I'm turning my cartographic data, which won't be that much because I've only done like 14 systems or something. So even if I know when I did my trip around the galaxy, 252,000 light years, I had 9 pages of data to sell. It took forever. Wasn't all that much money, but your names doesn't go into the record books until you turn in your data, or the exploration data generally. So first to discover. There'd be a lot more of those, but
I watch your signal.
okay, let's go turn in our Let's go turn in our biological genetic data. That's where the money will be. Going to let me disembark, or are you gonna screw up again? Gonna screw. It does that. It's done that before, very rarely. Just have to menu log, and it'll put me at the standing next to the ship. I probably should do a clean reboot. Crash while ago. I might have left it in a weird state. That's in. Yeah, that's different. Okay. Call lift.
Door opening.
Looking out this window tonight, thinking of the path ahead. You said I'd find what I was meant to be. Way up there, so far from home.
Making 170 million if I'm lucky.
You wish to contribute to this dynamic? Our researchers always welcome fresh data.
You show me maps
Yet.
of places far away. Said that's where your heart will stay. Every jump into darkness brings light. Oh, brings light. Every journey
It's not gonna be nearly as much as that then. 85 million. Oh well. Better than nothing. Not quite what I.
Thank you for your contribution to our
every
research.
jump into darkness brings light.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get back aboard the ship and call it here tonight. Why does my hangar, my carrier have a guard at the hangar door? A lot of carriers don't. I don't understand why mine does. I've seen it a couple of times in other people's carriers, but usually there's not a guard there. I wonder if it has something to do with the type of carrier or the purpose you give it. Like, my purpose is research, exploration. I don't know why they would need a guard there for that.
Every jump into darkness brings light. Oh, brings
That being said, I'm gonna call it quits here, guys, and see y'all next time, maybe on YouTube. Certainly look me up on Twitch. I stream way more often on there. Or you can just wait until I stream on Twitch and then I upload the VOD here on YouTube. Either way, I hope see you guys again. Y'all take care, and thanks for coming in. I just wanted to say, if you managed to make it through the video this far, if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It will really help my channel out. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.
Searching the stars for a world like home. Aft explorer drifting through the dark we roam. Scanners up, signals strong. Every system's a map, every scan's a song. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. Earth-like worlds untouched and wild. Pirates out there with fury piled. Between the peace and danger's call, Bacardi stands strong, never will fall. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. Boots hit the ground, scanners ping alive. Biological wonders in the deep survive. Through the nebula's reach, to the stars untamed, every new discovery adds to the game. But there's danger out there in the pirate zone. Federal Corvette's engines moan. Locked in tight, no mercy given. When pirates attack, it's survival driven. Between the stars and battles fought, he never loses the mission he's got. Life in the black, born for the quest. Bacardi pushes on, never needs rest. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small. Commander Bacardi answers the call. Exploring the mysteries, fighting the foe. In the galaxy's depths, it's where he'll go. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small.